Every day comes with different choices, and we have to be intentional about choice that we make because it has a way of affecting our lives in future. And it is on that note I welcome you to today's edition of the program Good Morning Abuja, showing on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja. My name is Deborah Abba Usman. Today's program promises to be very interesting. Today is going to be all about authors, writing and reading, because it is often said that reading culture is declining by the day due to social media influence. And it is often said that if you want to hide anything from anybody, hide it in a book. Well, our program today is going to be very interesting and engaging, I promise you, if only you will give us your time. Welcome back from the break, and if you've just joined us, the program is still Good Morning Abuja, showing on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5. And to our very first conversation this morning, I have a wonderful author with me in the studio in person of Moses Afashima. He is an author. Moses, you're welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Who is Moses Afashima?
Well, Moses Tening Afashima is a student of University of Jos.
Okay.
I hail from Benue State,
Okay.
Goma local government to be precise.
Okay. Well, I have a book right in my hand titled Arrows of Secrets. Tell us, how did this all start for you?
For me, writing is a hobby.
Okay.
It is the only way we can change the society and keep records straight.
Wow.
It is the only way we can express our feelings.
Hmm.
They say literature is a mirror of the society. And I think it is through writing that we can reflect what we feel for the society. So basically, the inspiration of putting down these words in form of a book is to seeing how we can contribute. I can contribute my quota to the societal change that we long yearn for in the country.
Okay, that's great. Now, you are visually impaired. How are you able to write?
Yes, I've started writing a long time ago when I
Okay.
was in secondary school.
Okay.
As of then, technology was not at my fingertip, so I used typewriter to
Okay.
type.
Okay.
When I type, I give it to my friends who were willing to help as of then to translate it to a book. But then, when I graduated and I got to know about technology, ICT, that is computer,
Yes.
I used my laptop to write it, where it provides all the accessibility that I need to put it down. So that is how it's been working.
Wow, this is awesome and wonderful as well. Can you tell us that this is a dream for you come true?
Yes, for me, it is not a dream come true yet,
Wow.
because I still hope to do more.
Okay.
This is just the beginning,
Okay.
because I have stumbled on a lot of challenges that I feel will be overcome in due time by the grace of God.
Okay.
So by the time it gets done,
Mm.
I will say it's a dream come true.
Come true. So how many books have you written so far, and how many have you penned down to publish soon?
Well, honestly, this
Yeah.
is my first work, but
Okay.
it's unpublished yet. I've not
Okay.
published it yet.
Okay.
But I have a whole lot on my laptop that I have in one way or the other abandoned it due to poor motivation or lack of inspiration or things like that. But I hope to resume it soon,
Yes.
and because I want to get this one done before I look at the other ones.
Okay. So who are your target audience?
My target audience
Yes.
is Nigerians.
Nigerians.
It's Nigerians.
For the young, the old, the elderly, the children.
It's Nigerians.
Nigerians. Wonderful. Well, tell us about some of the challenges you have faced so far in trying to bring up this writing.
Basically, before it was the challenge of writing.
Okay.
That is the tool in which I will convey my thoughts. But when technology came in, I've ruled that out, and now my main problem is the finance.
Okay.
You know, book publishing is very expensive.
Mm.
Book publishing is very expensive, so basically it's the finance. I've not got luck yet to see how I can let the book out to the public.
Don't
And
worry,
that is
very
my
soon.
earnest prayer.
Don't worry, very soon you will be lucky.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
so many people are watching us right now, and you are serving as an inspiration to people right now. Visually impaired, following your passion. It is wonderful. You will certainly be lucky one day.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
yes.
Amen.
So apart from writing, what other things do you do?
Well, I'm an activist.
Wow.
I am into unionism. I believe that we have to take the destiny of our country into our hands. Without us, we cannot do anything. There is nothing for us that we cannot participate.
Okay.
So if there is anything for us, we have to be involved.
Yes, I love that. Well, I won't let you go. You have to talk to the audience right now that are listening to you. This is an opportunity for you.
Okay, my audience, my only wish for us is to keep believing in Nigeria. Let's take responsibility of our future. And I hope that one day you get to read my works.
I love that. Thank you so much, Moses Afashima, for coming to talk to us this morning.
It's a privilege. Man.
Yes, and you have really inspired me this morning that no matter what, you have to keep at your dreams, and I know you will achieve it.
Amen. Amen.
Your challenge cannot bring you down in any way.
Amen.
There are so many people that are up there with everything they have, but are not able to do what you are doing. So you are an inspiration to Nigerians, as you said. Thank you so much for coming on our program.
It's a privilege, man.
Yes. And we have been speaking with Moses Afashima. He is an author, and he has told us all we need to know this morning. Go after your passion, pursue it, and one day we will all be lucky, as he has said. Don't go anywhere. The program Good Morning Abuja continues shortly. Welcome back from the break, and if you've just joined us, the program is still Good Morning Abuja, showing on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5. And to continue with our conversation, I have a writer with me on set this morning in person of Bamidele Olowo Okere. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, madam.
Yes.
Thank
Before we talk about this book,
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
me, who is Bamidele?
Bamidele Olowo Okere is an author,
Okay.
a language enthusiast, and a lawyer.
Wow.
Yes, that is who I am. And
Oh.
also a husband
Wow.
with 2 kids. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, we are here to talk about the book Right in My Hand, titled Learn Nigeria. And this is wonderful. It is in Pidgin English. Tell us
Yes.
the journey. How did this all start for you?
The journey started far back as in 2014
Wow.
when I was in Uganda. I had lots of friends who were Ugandans, Kenyans, Tanzanians, and from other parts of East Africa that usually approached me to ask questions to know what we say in Pidgin English from our movie, songs. They asked me questions. Some even went as far as asking me to teach them how to converse in Pidgin English. So I thought of it that with all these questions and opportunities, it would be good to have something that the people can actually have as a reference when it comes to learning Pidgin English. So that was actually how it started, far back as in 2014. So the first book, the volume 1, was launched on the 31st of May in 2014 by the High Commissioner of Nigeria to Uganda, in person of Ambassador Cornelius Omolade Oluwateru. He was the High Commissioner of Nigeria to Uganda. So he launched the volume 1 of Learn Nigeria Pidgin English. It was held at International University of East Africa in Kampala, Uganda.
Wow.
Yes.
I know this Pidgin English version is peculiar to us here in Nigeria. And you're trying to spread it across, right?
Yes.
And this is the second volume you've written so
Yes.
far. How
Yes.
has been the reception?
The reception is fantastic. The reception is laudable. When you are outside Nigeria, you discover that there are lots of people who want to associate with us just because of watching our movies and listening to our songs. They love what they hear. In fact, some even tell me that these words they hear, they are very humorous. You know, they are like, oh, we love this word. They even ask me, what is the meaning of oga? Oga, you know, and I tell them, oga means sir.
Sir,
Now
like
in
a boss.
yes,
Yes.
boss. You know, the equivalent in Luganda is actually sebo. If
Wow.
you're in Uganda, they call oga sebo in Uganda. You know, so you find out that there are lots of people who celebrate this language. They love it. They want to learn it. While I was in East Africa, I taught scores of individuals, students, adults, so many of them, how to speak Pidgin English, Nigeria Pidgin English, to the extent that Makerere University, that happens to be the first rated university in East Africa, gave me a platform to hold a one-day correspondence training in their school. I held that at the School of Languages that was in Uganda, Kampala, Uganda. And I had so many people attended. I had Pablo, some of their comedians, Pablo, I had Dick Impaired, I had Polongo. So many of them actually came to grace the occasion because they love this language. They celebrate it. And it's something worth learning. You know, it's something worth promoting. You know, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's laudable.
Well, I can see the excitement all
Yes.
over you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Now, coming home
Yes, madam.
in Nigeria,
Yes.
what do you want to achieve with this?
What I want to achieve with this within our country here is to foster national unity.
Wow, wonderful.
Language is at the core of human existence. And we know that Nigeria is blessed with so many languages. We have more than 500 languages. And key amongst these languages is Nigeria Pidgin English. You would agree with me that the only language we have in our great country, Nigeria, that is trans-ethnic is Nigeria Pidgin English. We do not have any other language that is trans-ethnic, meaning it identifies with all the different ethnic groups we have in Nigeria. Whether you are Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Isoko, Isheke, whatever tribe, we all speak this language. We understand it. We share the same understanding of whatever words we use in Pidgin English. And this is the only language, if it's well harnessed and celebrated and promoted, it would definitely promote national unity. It's in fact, as it is, it can answer the question to our national identity. Wow. Because when you're in diaspora, the moment they hear you speak Pidgin English, they know he's from Nigeria.
Nigeria, exactly.
That's it, you know, he's from Nigeria. So it can answer to our national identity as well as foster unity amongst us. All these crises we are having of I belong to this group, I belong to that group, with having this as our national English, it would bring us together. It will foster unity amongst us. And this is the whole idea while I'm actually promoting this book in Nigeria for now, as well as outside Nigeria.
Okay. Well, I'm still talking about Nigeria. I know Pidgin English is one common language that a common man,
Yes.
the market woman,
Yes.
the grassroots person
Yes. Yes.
can understand.
Absolutely.
If you come from up and you want to identify with them, step it down with them with Pidgin English.
Absolutely.
The reception is
Fantastic.
there. What can you tell us about that?
Now, you see, Nigeria Pidgin English
Yeah.
is a conversational language, you know, because when you go around Nigeria, you know, there are certain places, like you rightly said, for example, you go to the marketplaces, you can't speak British English there. They won't understand. You need to come down to their level. When you begin to speak Pidgin English, they look at you, they respond to you, you enjoy some affinity, which you won't get if you speak in quotes, British English. That is not to say that they may not have an idea of what you are saying, but that affinity won't be there. They won't see you as their own. But when you speak Pidgin English, the receptive is high. You are welcome. You can even relate with them better. Wherever I go, when I travel across the country, I speak Pidgin English to everybody, and surprisingly, you'll be amazed. The response is fantastic. Everybody I speak Pidgin to, they respond to me. Just while I was coming here, I had some police officers. They were speaking Pidgin English, and I was like, wow. That's just to let you that every one of us speak this language. It is what it's a conversational language which every day we speak in Nigeria, and it's worth celebrating.
Yes, indeed, it is worth celebrating. Are you of opinion that we should inculcate these into our curriculum, especially in the tertiary institution?
Absolutely, I am of that opinion.
How do we achieve that?
During my book launch, I was opportune to have a delegate from the tertiary unit of the Federal Ministry of Education representing the permanent secretary, Mrs. Duru. She actually came during the book launch we had on the 4th of this December 2021. And this is something that it's worth inculcating into our curriculum, particularly to promote it as a conversational English on our campuses. Also, as an extension of a language that can be used to communicate, to lecture our students. You will agree with me that there are certain words we use in English, we call them Oyinbo grammar, that when you utter them, they are like, oh, I don't know what in this person talk. They have to go and get a dictionary just to know the meaning. But you hardly find such words in Pidgin because these are words we know. If I ask you what is the meaning of Obodo Oyinbo, everybody that speak Pidgin knows Obodo Oyinbo. But when I ask you what is the meaning of flabbergasted, they say, this man don't kill me. Because they are not accustomed to such words, in everyday living. With Pidgin English, when we have it inculcated as part of our educational curriculum, it will help us, it will help us even in terms of students' assimilation, of what they are learning. They can easily relate it because this is what we find every day within our country, so it's something that we can actually look into. The government should look into this actually to promote, like I said, national unity and to assist, and better the educational sector.
Wow, this is awesome. Tell us the challenges so far.
The challenges so far basically is to break even.
Wow.
Because there are people who still have this old mindset that Pidgin English is in quote bad English and all that, but Pidgin English is not bad English. I tell everybody there is no language that is of itself bad. It's wrong for you to say one language is bad and other languages. All languages are good because it has its own speakers. So it's not right for you to say one language is bad. Secondly, Nigeria Pidgin English is a version of English. Just like we have American English is a version of English. Chicano English is a version of English. That is Mexican American English. Exactly. Amerindish is also a version of English. That is Jewish American English. We have Hindi. Hindi too is a version of English, and we have several other versions of English all over the world. Pidgin English, Nigeria Pidgin English is also a version of English, and it's something that when we harness it and promote it, definitely it would help us in promoting transboundary relationship between Nigeria and the Committee of Nations all over the world, as well as within our country. It will help us to enjoy that unity that we desire. Some of the challenges we are facing today didn't just start yesterday. The challenges of corruption, for example, insecurity, for example. Nigeria Pidgin English can actually help us to solve this. If we have one language we all speak, as a national language that is recognized by the government, definitely we are going to see ourselves as brothers and sisters. Not that I'm speaking Yoruba today, I'm speaking tomorrow, I'm speaking this other language. We enjoy that particular affinity when we speak the same language. This is why I'm promoting Pidgin English. And one of the challenges is actually acceptability. Because some people are like, oh, do I really want my children to learn
speak Pidgin English?
My daughter speaks Pidgin English. I even composed a song in Pidgin English, and each time she hears me sing that song, she's excited.
Yeah.
She relates with that song better than even the so-called, other songs she learns. Yes, because she's able to relate with it better. That's just to let you know that this is worth it. It's worth it. So that's just the major challenge.
Well, Bamidele, you told me
madam.
earlier that you did compose national anthem in Pidgin English.
Yes,
I won't let you go until you do it for us.
Okay, madam. Okay,
the floor is yours now.
Yes, thank you, madam. Wow. Tanda, my country people, make you answer Naija call. Make we serve our fatherland with love, we get strength and faith. This suffer way our heroes face, make it no go fall for ground. Make we serve with heart and might. Make our nation blow with freedom, peace and unity.
Wow, this is wonderful. This is wonderful.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, thank you
madam.
so much.
Thank
This
you,
is
madam.
awesome.
Yes, madam.
For taking your time to come talk
Thank
to us
you,
this
madam.
morning.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, thank
madam.
you so
Thank
much.
you, madam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, the program continues shortly after this break. Well, that was a wonderful movie trailer we have watched there. And guess what? The producer of the movie trailer is right here with us in person of Marcus Peter. He is a movie producer, just as I have said. Marcus, you are welcome to the program.
Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, tell us about yourself. Let's start that way first.
My name is Peter Marcos.
Okay.
I'm all the way from Adamawa State.
Okay.
But I based in Abuja.
Okay.
I stay over Geki district.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a wonderful movie trailer we just watched, and I love it. Tell us the journey, how you became a movie producer.
Seriously, it is a long journey.
Okay.
Because I started with comedy.
Okay.
So the film I just shot, I wrote the story about a year ago.
Oh.
So I just abandoned the story because I don't have the financial to rise the film up and the rest of the thing.
Okay.
So I decided to let me pick up the script one day, and then I dusted it when I have small money in my hand. Then I started and I asked myself, how will I get those actor and an actress that will act inside the film. So I posted audition online. That's when people stream and then I can't be able to. That's when that audition day I see people come over. Then we started training them on.
You were surprised to see
Yes.
numbers of people that came out.
Yeah, like crowding.
Wow.
So that's when we started training them. Okay, this one, let's roll with this, let's roll. We began to give them a different role, so that we see which one will fit in. Because most of them, no one has acted before.
Wow.
Many people in the film, there's only few, like 3 actors from Nollywood that came, and then I know they acted before. So they seriously give me tough time in their training and other part of the film arrangement and whatever.
Okay, that was a nice piece there. And was the movie shot here in the FCT?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You said while you were responding to my question that you were once, or you're still a comedian, and now you found yourself producing movies.
Yeah.
How do you bring the two together?
you know, they all go in the same way.
Okay.
Due to comedy is a kind of, if you, in fact, both of them is, if you're film and acting, if you're acting, you can do the both of them. Mainly, I'm an actor. I can act, but I don't act.
Okay.
Due to my own dream is not to become an actor,
Okay.
but it's for me to train people on how to act and then bring them up to their dreams.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's another interesting, you say you're also a writer.
Yeah.
Now, a writer, a producer, a comedian, all of these, you're putting them together. How do you juggle your time together to meet all of this?
You know, actually, sometimes I don't have time,
Okay.
and sometimes my brains.
But you have to create
Yes, I got
time.
to straight because I just want to see myself in entertaining world.
Okay.
So I decide to, okay, if I want to shoot a comedy, I got to write down some, like especially my comedy skit, I don't used to write them. When I slipped off, something will come up, and then if I have equipment, I'll just say, okay, let's go and shoot. I will arrange like 2 or 3 to go and shoot a day. Then due to the movie, anyway, this very movie we just watched is my first project
Wow,
in film
it was
industry.
wonderful.
Yeah, and I think over 20 something characters acted in the film.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, as a producer, you need people to act for you,
Yeah.
to bring up your movie on board.
Yeah.
How do you get them, the steps, the different steps, how do you bring them together to
Okay.
act?
You know, actually, first you first of all put an audition. That's
Okay.
create awareness that okay,
Okay.
something is happening.
Okay.
Then after bringing, then you see a role that this one will fit. In fact, with the men looking at you, I will know the kind of role that you play and you do it well. You know, there are some films that you watch, you see a small child is older than his father, which is not right. So those one is, the error is in the casting. So immediately I saw you, I will know the kind of thing you will do.
Can do.
And most especially in my film, I put the characters according to your lifestyle.
Okay.
And the thing is, it will now become easy for you. You know, if they give you a role that, okay, compose yourself as that person, sometimes it will give the actor a difficult thing to do. But if it is like, okay, that's the way I normally live, like a drunkard. Now, I have one of them in the film. He's not a drunkard,
Yes,
but he
has to
acted
act
well.
that
Yes,
way.
he acted well for me. I just like, even the Shrine man, that's the great Azama. He's not a native doctor, but he did the role very well. But there are some people that if you give them that role, they cannot do it. They cannot do it very well. So that's it. There are so many people like those Scottish gang. I cannot bring maybe someone that acted like a pastor. He come and act the rough and cultist gang. He won't do it very well. Even though he will do it, he will do it like with the kind of pity and whatever. So the action will not come outside. The action will not come outside. So sometimes casting matters when you want to shoot a film.
Okay. Now, in all of these you've done, it's not without challenges. Tell me, outline some of your challenges you've faced so far, especially in the production of this movie.
Like seriously, there are so many challenges.
Wow.
Especially this is my first job, and then I faced a lot of challenges, especially due to aspect of I budget the shooting for like 3 days, but at the end of the day, due to challenges, I shoot with 2 days instead of 3, and that's why I see some kind of scenes are not even, some clips are not in the film. So it's somehow, and I edited the film also myself.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So due to challenges, like some of the actor, maybe this one will act today, so he will say, okay, I'm somewhere busy, so I'll come back tomorrow. So we won't be done with his own, he will leave. So we got to switch to another part again. So when he's bringing, when we are shooting the other one tomorrow, definitely there will be some errors, like the continuity. Maybe the action he took that yesterday, he won't be able to take it today again. So you see, you got to manage it and then know how you become, how the story, so that the story will deliver a message. And then even the day I shot, I also have challenges with like the police, because I have some police in my film also. So we got some problems with their clothing and whatever. So instead of me to shoot for 3 days, I think I spent the whole day, the first day, the whole day in the cell due to issue of police and whatever. But I still said, okay, I'm going to shoot this by the grace of God. Immediately I'm leaving the station. The next day we continue with the filming.
Wow.
There are so many challenges.
Yeah.
Some of the actors, once they shoot you today, some of them will leave and you not see them again. So instead of you now to maybe, especially like the hunter part, if you check his own clip is not complete, there are some state that the hunter need to play, but after we shot his first one, he leave. We didn't even see him again. So we got to bring down everything because they're supposed to show it in the flashback. So the other guy need to narrate what happened because they didn't shoot it. He left on the
Well,
set.
I believe all of these challenges are all experience for
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
because as you mentioned, this is your first movie that you have done.
Yeah.
And you know this is the first step. And as you continue in it, you'll get better and better and better.
Amen.
And since it's something that is inside of you and you really want to do, it is your passion.
Yeah.
And definitely your passion will speak for you. Well, before I let you go, I want you to advise the upcoming artists that are looking up onto people like you that are coming up. What do you want them to do? Talk to the young people out there.
I will advise them to keep pursuing their dreams, and then there are some people that if they see some kind of opportunity, they will take it for granted. So if you're kind of person that see those opportunity and take it for granted, you better leave that step and always follow the opportunity. Like due to some audition, if you love acting, they used to post audition date and whatever on the stream and so anywhere, maybe in the TV stand or everywhere. So you always go stream, okay, this is on film audition, let me go and try my best. Okay, they will give you a role to role. If you do it well, they will carry you along. Maybe that film they're doing audition, you don't know who is in the film. Maybe at that day it's for you to just go and then see what is happening there. That's when maybe you go and see those big actors and actresses. And before you know, once you shoot, when they casted you in the film, you see now you have become a big person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what you're trying to tell the youth out there is keep pursuing your
Yes, keep
dreams.
pursuing
The
your
passion that is inside of you, keep at it, because one day it will definitely speak for you. I want to say a very big thank you, Marcus Peter, for taking out your time to come talk to us.
Thank you.
And in this your journey, we pray that one day what you desire, you will definitely get it. Thank you for coming on our program.
All right.
Yes. We have been speaking with Marcus Peter. He is a movie producer, a comedian, and a writer, and he has told us that we should keep at our passion because one day it will definitely speak for us. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these musical videos. Don't go anywhere. As we conclude today's edition of the program, good morning, Abuja. And I really learned a lot from today's episode. It's all about discovering yourself, and want to say a very big thank you to most especially the visually impaired guest that took the bull by the horn to write a book. It is not easy. He followed his passion, and the outcome was what we saw this morning. And to the rest of our guests, a very big thank you. To all our viewers, thank you also for your time with us. The program will return tomorrow by the special grace of God. Do well to join in us. It's going to be another interesting one. I have been your anchor, Deborah Abba Usman, and on behalf of all of us here in the studio, I want to say have a blissful day today. Good morning.